There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense takes the field to start this game off. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season?
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a really good-looking throw right there. And that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Breakaway to the tight end. And coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give to the tailback. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. Got big yardage on the return. What a play there. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Buckeyes Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Brings it in down the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's got him. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 37 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got second down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option, it's Kinsey. Sweet cut there. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can...
It's complete! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a time... Late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. In the world did they keep it? The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. to the big fella. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Culliver. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they are finding some space in this. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the boot, looking for his man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Hand off from the shotgun. Another broken tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Coleman.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Stanford went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Cardinal ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab at the 30. A huge gain on that one. Ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll try to blast their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Sticks it in his belly. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field, this is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To the air, it's Kinsey working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion move to Sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Reading the option, it's Kinsey. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. All down, but they'll move the Sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that 1st.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
And how about a third down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good third down defense, and they get the win on that one.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Bring in the heat. Complete out of the backfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Fires to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. A strike downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Got it in the middle, it's Culliver. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll make the stop, but that first down on to Eisen, they should be able to kneel this one out. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Snap to the back. Touchdown, Husky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick this one.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field is Kinsey. Right on the money. At the 35, he's loose. Quickly working the sideline and getting out of bounds after a pickup of 18. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding...